Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I am Scan. Today we are going to cast some wonderful game between Rush versus Queen, Queen versus Rush. Spawning location in the top right, the orange Terran. This is Rush. And the other side of the player, spawning location in the bottom left, this is Queen. And we are going to see a Terran versus Zerg matchup on Eclipse. You see him sending his overlord all the way to 3 o'clock side. He wants to avoid any kinds of 8 racks that, oh, this is something I wanted to talk about. So yeah, whenever a Terran is going for 8 racks, they can always kill the overlord if you are directly sending your overlord towards to opponent's natural. And you definitely do not want to lose your overlord. And this is what we are seeing. 8 racks at the 2, or I should say 3 o'clock side. And we see Rush is putting down a supply depot at the net. So Queen is adding up more of the drones. 2 more drones coming out. Another drone is coming out. Queen decided to go for an expansion with the 12 hatchery opening. But at the same time, Rush is going for 8 racks here. He is desperately wanting to kill this overlord. So Queen needs to be careful. I would like to see how Queen is going to be saving this overlord, or maybe he will lose it. Let's see how it goes. So finally the barrack finishes. As soon as the barrack finishes, here's the SCV scout. And right about this time, like 2-minute mark, like SCV is coming all the way to this side. You can't really tell. You cannot tell whether this is an 8 rack scout or 11 racks into a 12 scout by Terran. And here's a single marine coming down all the way to the 4 o'clock. Okay, he's just gonna be moving up first. I don't think he has seen the overlord. Okay, he's moving out. Ooh, is this calculated? Maybe he has calculated this overlord scout time. So he'll be intercepting the overlord. He'll be killing this overlord most likely. I see him making more of a marine. 2 depot has finished. So he just made a 3 marine. And I see him moving out. And scouting SCV has 40 HP remaining. Here's another SCV coming out. It seems like it is going to be a command center follow-up, which is a 3 marine pressure into a CC. And I think this will force Queen to pull quite a lot of drones here. Here are 8 drones. 8 drone versus 3 marine. I think Queen needs to be very careful whether he should be waiting for the Zergling. Okay, here's the bunker going up. This seems a super late bunker to me. I mean, the bunker does takes really short time to finish it, but now the 6 Zergling just came out. Ooh, nice block in the path. Eating up all those marine. Oh, he didn't eat everything, but he's picking up all those marine nicely. And yeah, look at that. I like it. So he did pick off another. The lowest HP of a Zergling, he just picked that off. He knows a lot of Zerglings just came out, but he did definitely treat it well and force Queen to lose a lot of mining time. Here are 2 marines with the 1 single SCV will be on a hold position. This is going to be very tough for Queen to break it anyways. So I think Queen is definitely aware of it. Okay, he's putting down the sunken colony. So I can tell he doesn't know whether this is an 8 racks 111. If you guys have seen a lot of 8 racks 111 somewhere in like ASL or other StarCastTV, whenever you're doing 8 racks 111 or even just a factory opening, just in case, the first vulture comes at your Zerg's natural at 4-minute mark. And that's the reason why Queen was getting that Kree colony, but then cancelled it as soon as he figured out, oh, you have a 2 depot with a single barracks wall at the natural, so you are not playing 8 racks into a mech play. So that's why he cancelled it. Very good reading off the mine. Single marine, single Zergling got picked up by these 2 marine. Scouting SCV will be rotated to the top side, but at the same time I'm looking at Rush's build here. This is going to be a 7 Marine. 7 Marine, okay. With the steam pack on the way. More drones being made. Third hatchery, so this is the inner 3 hatchery. He did lose a lot of mining time. And he wasn't mining the gas, so he couldn't start the lair too fast. So he did have a lot of eco in the beginning. That's why he put down the inner 3 hatchery. Which is, I kind of like it. You don't want to take a risk of taking a hidden expansion. Or 3rd expansion, I would say. Because, I mean, this is like a classic normal timing of moving out with the steam pack completes. With the 7 Marine, 8 Marines with the 2 medic follow-up. And now this SCV, this scouting SCV got inside of Queen's main base, and he gets to see the Spire attack. So this is a great news. Okay, he gets to see more Zergling came out. As soon as he gets to see more of a Zergling coming out from those larvae, he should be going back. He should be going back, but if those Marine is going back home like this, like split off, he might get caught off. He might get caught and eaten up by these number of Zerglings. This is a lot of Zerglings right now. See, there are 7 Marine against these 12 Zerglings. 12 Zerglings will immediately eat up this Marine. But look at this. Ooh. So the Zerglings wasn't targeting the Marine really well there, but that was an efficient trade by both players, I would say. But it's more likely a Terran favor, because if Zerg loses all those, or maybe I think it's a bet for Terran, because Terran does not want to lose their Marine Medic Ball against the Zergling. They always want to keep up the Marine count and always want to deal against the Mutalisk. But if he loses those Marine against the Zergling, where Zerg player doesn't make additional Zergling afterwards, with this number of Mutalisks has been made. So I would say it was not a good trade for Rush, because we see him going for the super fast factory here. 2 racks into a starport follow. Is he going to be adding up another starport? Okay, he will be adding up another starport, but we see Queen is waiting for the number of emitters. He does have 9 emitters. Is he going to be waiting for all the way up to 10? So I guess he's going to be waiting and try to surprise Rush here. The factory is floating. Here is going to be the 10 emitters. We'll go for the harassment. 1 SCB at the wrong place. We see the first, another scan go off. He has to confirm the hatchery. He's confirming. Okay, he did use the scan at the high ground so he can get the vision. His Marine is trying to defend. Okay, 1 missile turret has gone down. So the middle missile turret has gone down, so this is not a good sign. Rush needs to be careful defending here. But now SCV is somewhat glitching. Here's a Mutalisk. We'll be diving in, try to pick off 1 missile turret nicely. And also moving down. Ooh, so dirty, I would say. Look how much of a SCV he's right now picking off. Marines are getting picked off. Rush does save those number of SCV really well here. 43 workers. Another starport adding another control tower. So this is going to be the double science vessel production very soon. The number of Marine Force are pretty much glitched out. I think this is a bad location because, okay, if Marine does pick up those Mutalisks, this is nice, but those Marines were not healed by the medics, and if he loses those Marine by the Mutalisk micro at the corner up here at the behind of the mineral line, he needs to keep up these Marine, because we see him only having 1 missile turret. One missile turret at the barracks side, and there are 2 missile turret at the main base. So another one is also going up, but here is, I think, Queen doesn't know. Queen doesn't really know how much of a missile turret is up there. We see finally Queen adding up another hatchery. At the 9 o'clock, he is going for, slowly changing at the mid game. Ooh, what is this? Not an armor upgrade. I don't see him having +1 armor, but we see him getting +1 Hyderless, the range upgrade. How should I say? The range attack upgrade. So range attack upgrade for Queen. He's also getting for the Lurker upgrade. Double science vessel should be okay here. Double science vessel just came out. eBay eBay did finish that +1 attack, so he's getting that +2. Here are 10 Mutalists. More lurkers were being made. Should be adding another evolution chamber. Should be thrown down. Okay, maybe not yet. Finally we can get to see Rush is slowly moving up, but he's gonna be using the double irradiate, maybe one irradiate on the Mutalist, but Queen is not paying attention. Queen was not paying attention to his Mutalist, so that one single irradiate does like thousands of damage. Let's see how much of a HP Queen right now has with the number of Mutalists. Look at this, dangerously low HP. Almost all of the Mutalists pretty much low HP. If he just stands right next to the Marine Medic Force, he's just gonna be immediately getting deleted by the +1 attack of a Marine upgrade. We know Queen did not get any of an upgrade or the upgrade on the Mutalisk. Okay, this is something cool. Spore Colony. 3 Science Vessel. More Science Vessel is coming out. We see Rush did not lift up the Science Facility, so I would like to see what he's going to be using with this Science Facility with. He's going to go for battle cruisers, how Royal likes to go for the battle cruisers all the time. But we see finally the Defiler coming out. Another skin go off. Gets to confirm Zergling, Defiler, Lurker are here. I like how Queen is so putting a small amount of army to protect this each expansion. I find this somewhat dirty here. So here are 2 Lurkers with the 8 Zergling going for the backstep, but I'm not sure whether this is a good idea. Okay, well, meanwhile he's buying some time with his pretty much like forcing. He is forcing Rush. Hey, I have my army here. Okay, these 2 Lurkers will be borrowed. Getting picked up by the Mutalists will be picking up the Marine. But the more of a Marine Medic Force will be coming. He does have 4-6 Medic. So this is about 2 groups of Marine Medic Force moving out with the 5 Science Vessel. And I would like to see little bit more of a Zerg hockey, but okay. So this is not telling me too much of information, but we see him rotating a couple of army. But I don't think Rush has spotted this army. Queen is adding another hatchery. But these number of Zergling and Lurkers is about to go for the backstab. Queen will be cancelling his expansion. But will he be able to kill this 9 o'clock expansion? I don't think so. But here's the 3 Lurkers and it's coming towards to this 12 o'clock side. Okay, there are about a handful of a Marine is here, but he doesn't have irradiated. SCB was here too. SCB needs to evacuate. These SCB, if he stays us over here, he's gonna be losing those SCB for free. I just heard 1 Science Vessel getting blown up. Okay, there are 3 Lurkers. I think Vessel does not have. Okay, here's 1 Science Vessel. Does have 1. Okay, he did use all the irradiate on 3 Lurkers, so he will be deleting all those Lurkers. Nicely done. But we finally get to see, hey, Rush landed at his factory, so now he knows this has to be the Hydralisk with the Lurker Defiler Zergling combo by Queen. So what this is telling us is that Queen is just gonna be, he's not interested of going for Ultralisk. He's just getting all those upgrade. He does have the range upgrade, the range +1. Pretty strong. Zerg army with a couple of lurkers. Okay, two lurkers with the 1 Defiler. Hydralisk were supporting 2. But here are the Science Vessel trying to use them already. Nicely done, but getting plagued on the factory. Something that he didn't really want it to happen. But we see her hearing a couple more scan going on here and there. Okay, he used the scan in the middle. Rush used the scan in the middle because he knows the next follow-up it is going to be another handful of army moving out with the Lurker Defiler. And we know Rush has 2-1 upgrades, so +2 attack versus a 0 armor. These Queen's army does get killed instantly, but at the same time, you know, The Hydralisk and Lurkers are pretty damn strong with the +1 attack. Lurkers are trying to borrow, but Firebat is trying to do some of the great amount of damage, but Medics are somewhat out of placement. Medics! What are you doing, Medics? Medics are not the greatest, like, they're not the smartest unit in this StarCraft game, but Rush really needs to be careful with the number of medics. He really needs to manage them to stay alive. Okay, more of a Zerglings. Lurkers morphing in front of Rush's natural, so he's trying to, Queen is trying to do some great damage. Oh, I think I'm oh, I think I got I think I caught a cold, so I have to swallow up my saliva here. But finally we can get to see the father using Plague. Another nice Plague. But this factory is kind of burning down. It got hit by the Plague and the Lurker's pretty much scratching some amount of damage. The Darkstorm bridge is supporting, but Firebat follow up. Firebat has +3. The Firebat has +3, so they are pretty damn strong. I would like to see the upgrade. Okay, I cannot get to see the upgrade. But it doesn't really matter because we know Rush has the upgrade advantage. We see Rush is adding more of a barracks count, but no factory whatsoever. More army is incoming. We see Queen is squeezing all those money and larvae for the push. He has a lot of hatchery here. 35 workers versus 57. It's okay for Zerg because Zerg doesn't really need that much of our drone count. They're always strong. Okay, a lot of Lurkers are borrowed and buying some time. We know Rush didn't protect or save his science vessel really well. He did lose a lot of a science vessel here and there. More Lurkers are incoming. That +2 is definitely hurting. That +2 attack of our Lurker upgrade is definitely doing such a great job to those Marine Medic Force, because that 24 damage against those 40 HP of a Marine that has 2 armor, but doesn't really matter. If you cancel out that armor 2, it still does 22 damage per every single spine shot. So finally more Lurkers are being morphed. Hydralisk Zergling, every single unit that Zerg can pull out, he's pretty much bringing everything, constantly pressuring. We know the Siege Tank. I feel like, okay, what is this, a missile turret? Okay, more Lurkers and Hydralisk is coming. Rush is desperately trying to secure his natural. The natural has a lot of SCV too. If this SCV gets killed, I think this is a bad sign. Okay, this natural is getting should be getting lifted very soon. The number of Lurkers is just way too large. I mean, Rush is trying to cut off the reinforcements, so Queen can consume all those Zergling and constantly use the Darkstorm. But the Science Vessel, he does have enough Science Vessel, but not enough energy. More Zerg army is incoming, and at the same time, look, Queen is taking another expansion. He's about to saturate the space. He's transferring a couple of drones. Should be putting up that 4th gas soon. 2 Lurkers are pretty much trapped. 3-2 upgrade is definitely looking great. I would like to see, okay, armor 3 did not start. We see Rush has another command center, so it's gonna be lifting it off. Look at that, look at these Lurkers. It's just pretty much buying some time really well here. More Zergling gets consumed. Queen does have 2 Darkstorm available. Is he gonna use Plague? I don't think so. If I were him, oh, never mind. Okay, so Plague was a great decision here. He was able to use all this Plague on the Science Vessel. The Science Vessel were pretty much clutched up, but at the same time, look, Queen has gotten to about, he did saturate this 5 o'clock expansion, but he's not mining the gas yet. The Defiler gets picked up by the Siege Tank, and as soon as the Siege Tank pick up the Defiler, Rush is pulling back off of his Siege Tank, try to get a better position, try to get a void from the lurker range and the dark storm range, but at the same time, here's a handful, or I should say, almost 2 to 3 groups of army rotated to the middle, and I think Rush is trying to stop all those reinforcements. We see Rush and okay, 1 sense vessel. There are a lot of these things, but Zerglings are pretty much moving forward. I want to see what he has. Okay, the bunker is completely empty. The bunker is empty, and right now Rush is mining with the 2 base mining, but this is somewhat a base trade. I don't know whether this is a good idea to go for the base trade, because this is an important base for Rush to mine. I mean, he does have a lot of... Ooh, what did I just hear? Ooh, Lurker just killed 6 Marine there. So now that single Lurker just did a lot of... Ooh, I just saw a straight line of SCV just getting killed. Look at the worker count. He had 47 and now going down to 8. Okay, here's another army just rotated to the 4th expansion, and wow. That base trade where Queen decided to go for, and Queen just made this happen. I mean, oh wow, I'm shocked like how this game literally turned the game like super fast like this. I thought like Rush was ahead of the whole time, but the moment where he just lost all of the C-Thing line and not much of a Marine Medic force, and had to keep up this expansion and the 4th expansion, he just lost 40 SCV. Yeah, if he didn't lose that 40 SCV, he had 100 supply. 106. With that 106 supply count, he could have just keep up the game. With the 7 barracks with a single factory double starport. But that was an excellent move, killing Rush on time and giving up that 4th expansion and go for the kill move. So that was a very good execution by Queen. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCastTV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fabulous game in the future.